Hey all, thought I'd do a recording of some DayZ, and as I am on a recovery mission, I figured I would give this a go. So I have just spawned, and I'm going to butcher these names, in Prigorodki, which is just outside of Chernigorsk. And what had happened is my character, who was on his 5th day, I was going through a place called Pogorevka, and I ran into a nice thing of barbed wire. And I always hop over the barbed wire. I did it this time, and it instantly killed me. So this is kind of a blessing and a curse, as I've always been extremely cautious in this game, so I really don't know the zombie ranges all that well. And there's one there. So I was actually wishing I could die, but I didn't want to lose an item that I had, which was a ghillie suit. And I missed my ghillie suit already. So what I'm doing is I'm running back, seeing if I can't find my body before somebody else does, and reclaim my ghillie suit. That's really the only thing I'm interested in. We were not sure, based on the wiki, whether or not they would survive death, as it said it's permanent, whereas the camo clothing cited permanency except in death. So that differentiation left us in the wonder. Turns out, you die, it's gone. So, I am going to head back up to Pogorevka and see if I can't reclaim my body. So, just to explain a few things here, is I have one of the Track IR headsets. Got this about a week ago or so, specifically for this game, actually, and just basically for Arma 2. And I have to say I love it, but that's why you'll see me looking around. If you see me looking like this real quick, or like this real quick, I actually play with 3 monitors, and I am checking my maps on the other monitors, so yes, I do use a map external to the game. It seems that if you actually had bought the physical copy of the game, it comes with a version of the map that people could just have in their hands or whatever. So I don't mind having a map that's not specifically inside the game. For those who don't know what this mod is, this is a mod for the Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead game, which is a standalone version of Arma 2. It also can use some of the, I want to say PMC, but I don't remember what that stands for, like primary or private military something. It also uses, but it's only textures from there, so if you don't have those textures, it shouldn't really matter. But this is a fairly interesting game. I think the average life right now is something around like 20 to 30 minutes. As you can see in the bottom left-hand corner there, people are dying. But I honestly think that the 20 to 30 minute counter... Oh, radio tower. I honestly think that the 20 to 30 minute counter is a little bit off, because even what I did with this character is when people die, they know the basic layout of the lands, and where they were, what they want to do and such. Oh, fudge. I was not paying attention. Apparently this is a lootable area, and those always spawn zombies. I should have avoided this. Let's see if I can't find my way through the fences. The zombies always sound like they're going to be breathing down your neck. So it's nice that they do give you such a early audio cue. Just wish I knew where I was a bit more. So yeah, that was a glance at my map. So I know where I started. I'm running, I hope, mostly northwest, as that is where I have to go. Looks like I got a little bend here. Very interesting road mechanics. I believe Chernigorsk is going to be down this road here. So, want to follow that road, heading northwestish over there, but you don't really want to stay on the road here. Got a zombie over there, okay. Yeah, vehicles are very nasty. Had a very interesting run-in with some people yesterday. My brother and I were scouting out a 3-level barn. We're trying to replace some items that we lost in a bug with a backpack issue. And I was specifically looking for a crossbow, so farms are a pretty good place to find those. And I'm sitting there, we're just finished taking out the zombies. I think there were 3 or 4 in the barn. And my brother's like, there's a car approaching, and I'm like, oh crap. That sucks. But anyways, I did not have much time to react, but I just broadcast a quick little message of, are you friendly, or do I have to shoot you in the back when you enter here? And that's a very tempting target up the hill. I shall, in the name of a ghillie suit, I shall ignore the tempting target. But, so the guy just started yelling friendly, friendly, friendly over and over again. So we let him live. He exited back out, got into his car and left. Sounds like gunfire. That is gunfire. Someone's probably trying to keep me where I am. Or they just don't know where I am. And I would like to keep it that way. Power lines. Power lines are a good indicator of where you are, and yes, I'm in the field. Nice. Okay. I know that sounded like you're just somewhere generic, but it did just zeroed me in onto where I am. So I'm actually running towards Kozlovka. Or no. Kozlovka? Kozlovka. It's easier to say if you do a little bit of that accent, I suppose. I just don't want to annoy people, but man, I just suck at pronunciations of words from other cultures and languages and such. It took me a long time to learn that to pronounce Hawaiian names properly. You just treat every vowel like you would a consonant. You just make sure you pronounce it, make sure you accent it. I have a feeling it's going to take me quite some time to actually get these names down. So anywho, the Jeep story, yes. So, feeling very nervous, saying that was most likely that we had just surprised him, and he was not friendly. He would have probably just killed us. He didn't, since we had the drop on him, he kind of just backed down. But so we just amscrayed, we scooted, and not more than like 30, 60 seconds later, we hear horns honking, and 2 Jeeps, and they're running up and down the road honking their horns like there's no tomorrow, to which point we pretty much just ran as fast as we could. Fairly clear indication that they were looking for us again. Oh, is that a rabbit? Apparently not. Unless it booked. Another house though, I'd rather... Yep, there's a zombie. So I don't know what I would do without this track IR. It made the game so much nicer. Keyboards can only handle so many button presses. Like if you press forward, which is W, and then F in Minecraft, which is how you do the smart moving run. Oh, cool. Man, I gotta pay more attention. I know, if you press those 2 keys, it locks out you being able to press tab or the like. So it's just, the keyboards are laid out where common patterns are allowed to go through, so you can type on them pretty fast, but there are certain key sequences that are going to take everything up. So I was starting to get a little nervous playing this game when you have to hold so many keys down, and depending on what mode your stance are in, to get a smooth sneak away, that I was then worried about trying to be able to look around, like this, to see what exactly is chasing me, how close they are, and that sort of deal. So I started reading about these, the track IR set, and, oops, bent my head a little too far. So it does have its ranges. Oh, goat in the field. But overall, for this particular mod, very, 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 very handy. And Sinlust just asked me what I got insta-killed from. He, however, does not know I'm recording. He would if he would log into the mobile server, though. So, if he watches this video, he will know. Otherwise, I'll just tell you later. But yeah, that's still burning me a little bit. If I can't get my ghillie suit back, I'm definitely going to screw around in the towns for a while. Learn zombie ranges, learn layouts, learn good zombie dodging techniques, because those would be extremely handy. And I've definitely learned a bit of a lesson here of not trying to cross over those wires that players can put down. I've never had a problem with them before. Everybody says you're not supposed to be able to cross them. You just hit the little V key, does that. Usually gets you over a fence or the like, and it's always gotten me over those. Just not this time. I was very disappointed when I saw the screen go grayscale and I dropped over. Like, it didn't do damage, it just took me from full health, which is the blood in the top right hand corner there, down to the "you are dead" screen. Which, if anyone who's played Arma before, or DayZ before, or DayZ, whatever it's called, it's a very familiar screen. Death is an inevitable part of this game. It's pretty much how long can you go before you see the death screen. There's been people who have survived, 50, 60 days, and then eventually they just, broken leg and no morphine, so you can't walk, you're just crawling. There's not really much sense to keep on playing after that happens. Okay, need to take my bearings for a moment. So I believe that's an industrial complex up there, and the telephone wires here have been following the road. That puts me just outside of Kozlovka, which is straight to the south of Pogorevka. I have no idea if after all this time my body is still even going to be there. But I don't actually want to go through this town. It's a pretty nice town, actually. Some nice stuff around it and such. But I don't have any gear. I'm specifically going to go look for that ghillie suit because that was a fairly lucky find. I had actually found it, I believe, at one of the old castle rooms. I believe it was a castle room called Zub. Which I have to say, I like the old names of some of the places because they're all mostly one syllable and I can pronounce them, I think, properly. What's that? Oh, just too bad. So I'm giving the industrial complex down there a wide breath. One of those two. Wide breath. I'm going the roundabout way. And not very exciting, I know, watching me run through a field. I wouldn't be surprised if some people just skip ahead, in which case I might actually just put a little marker on the video. Oh! Bush, but nice. Zombie on the roof. I'll probably put a little marker saying, from here to there is listening to me ramble as I run through the fields towards Pogorevka. Sure. This is the way we avoid towns. And hope that there aren't zombies to my right. Well, this will be interesting. He did hear me, damn it. Yes, swearing and cursing is a part of this game. I have some break line of sight. So, you don't start out with any items, there's no way to defend yourself. There is no such thing as basic melee combat. And while I'm supposed to be faster than the zombies just on an outright run, you can see that is not the case. Whoa. Jeez. So, get into the forest. Keep an eye on him. Cool, I'm far enough to break line of sight. So when I run through these pine trees, I'm going to drop to the ground immediately afterwards. Oh, he saw me. Sometimes you just can't screw. just can't shake them like that. And you can see why I need practice for this. Is, you know, some people can shake them easily. Just running through enough trees. This is actually one of the fans of the game as I see it right now. I know the game is supposed to be hard, but in real life I'd be picking up one of these branches and swinging it like a baseball bat. So let's try it again. Right here. Nope. And of course I'm going to get a couple of swings around me here. Biox is actually very good at doing this, but it's all about timing and patience. I'm probably going to die. Not the greatest episode in the world. Just bleeding out, that's blood just flowing from me. The screen's getting more and more black and white. Tone. This will pretty much kibosh any sort of hope I have for getting back to ghillie suit here. I should have been paying more attention. The fact that he can catch up to me no matter what kind of annoys me. May have done it. Well, if I can't heal myself pretty quickly, it's not going to matter. So, healing, I got a bandage. That will stop my bleeding. 6,000 health. Oh, tell me you didn't hear that. What? I'm still bleeding? Oh, 5,800. I am within the blackout zone. If your blood gets too low, that is exactly what happens. Alright. A bit of a hope here, so I can still try and get my ghillie suit back. Oops. Stop trying to lean. Can't lean without a weapon, but it will still slow you down. So, the world is much less colorful. That's a indicator that bad things have happened. I luckily did not break a bone, however. Let me see. I've lost myself on the map through all that running. I believe if I follow... That could be, but I doubt. Could be Green Mountain to my left, which would have a running across these areas is actually pretty dangerous. Hunter blinds. Oh, Green Mountain's right here. Alright, now Green Mountain's on my left. And it has the very noticeable radio tower up on top of it there. You can kind of see it in the background. Luckily for me, thought that was a person. Luckily for me, that means that I'm fairly close to where I want to be, actually. Because Pogorevka is a town that runs around the outskirts of this tower here. So it's a fairly easy to find navigation point. Although there are also numbers of hunter blinds. Normally when you're starting out, you do not run like this. If you can see on the bottom right hand corner, those are my icons that give me a general status update. The blood icon that had the... Ooh, okay, so that goes down around to the southeast. Follow that road up to the north. And I should be able to see, like, the church or something. There's a fog coming in. Alright, a little bit of a left turn here. Just avoid the forest's hunter blinds. And its military-grade zombies. Those are nice for later down the road, not right now. And I think that tree gets me every single time thinking it's something. So, what was I saying? I have no idea. Oh, icons. Bottom right-hand corner. So, you saw the little, flashing health thing. That means you're bleeding when it has, like, a little plus sign flashing on it like that. And there's, on the very bottom is the food. That'll last a good long while. Until it needs help. They'll eventually, like, go from green down to a reddish, brownish red. Ah, there's the church. Things just seem so washed out. That's my health. So they eventually go down to red, and then they'll start blinking. When they start blinking, you're getting very dangerously close to taking damage, which is the blood count, which is, you can see in the top right-hand corner, 5,657.5 blood left. Not the greatest count ever. The max is 12,000. One zombie attack. 2 failed dodge attempts. 6,342.5 blood later. I am finally nearing in on my destination. So, as I said before, my other character, 4 days. This is the area that I've been hunting around in for quite some time. So I'm fairly familiar with it. The church is a nice location to actually find items. The other place in this town is a residential that, it is a little posted sign, is a residential right down that way. It's through these trees. You can't really see it from here. And that's what I was trying to get into. So I'm going to go a little more low profile. No way to avoid zombies. They are always guarding anything that you might want. As a basic rule, if a building can spawn something to be picked up, it can also spawn zombies. So this is the way that I crawled in before, was coming in from the north side of town. I actually hate this field, but it does give me a fairly wide open line of sight. I don't have any binoculars, but I will be able to tell if my body is still intact or not. Quicker from the side where I died on. And it is that large brick house right ahead of me here as to where I died. I will be insanely happy just to get my ghillie suit back. I will be secondarily happy if I can get my Alice backpack, which was not the largest, but one of the larger backpacks. And zombie on the inside perimeter. It's probably too early to be doing that. Let me change into sneak mode. When I was here last, there was a zombie in that building, and a zombie standing by some tanks right over there. Turn a little bit more to the left. Keep up a good speed. You can't hear me, but they might be able to see me. Looks like the fence is broken right here. Oh boy. So I hear flies. Flies accompany a dead body. That is a semi-good sign. That might be me to the left there. So I'm still soundless. That looks like my body. I'm about to be very happy, but watch it disappear right before my eyes. see I had a fairly nice setup. I'm not sure I actually see my ghillie suit in here though. The elusive Mountain Dew, very happy to have found that. Auto injector. Some food, that'll be very handy shortly. And zombie on the other side of the building. I need to move fairly shortly. Primary rifle. Check my backpack. There is no ghillie suit. Oh, I am so utterly disappointed. So utterly disappointed. The body is gone. Well, this will be the hunt for a ghillie suit, that's for sure. I'm going to swap over to my Lee Enfield. And I should probably just get away from all these zombies and go heal. A little bit of a cheat here is that I'm playing on some server with fairly high settings, but one of the things they still do is give you general orientation pips. So like if you see me duck my head, you can see right barely in the top right leg of that gas canister. You can see that there's a little white pip hanging down. That kind of shows you that there's something off in that direction. I mean, clearly I can tell it's that zombie. There's a little better view of it. I mean, I can clearly tell it's that zombie, but when they walk behind things, it allows you to pinpoint based on the audio. I mean, you have to be able to hear them or something for that to work. But very, very handy. I'm actually going to stand up now. And I swear when I was running in here with nothing... Oh, shit. I swear that I was silent. Now that I'm recording, I can actually go check that. It's like, why is carrying my rifle making me a little bit more noisy? Alright. Hopper to the left. So, zombie profiles. That is a hopper. They are second fast movement-wise. That is a walker. They are the slowest when they haven't seen you. Oh, two more walkers this way. The fastest are actually the crawlers, which are crawling like I am, and this is actually faster than all the motions that the different zombies currently do. So when they're crawling, they're very hard to see, and they move extremely fast. The good thing about those, though, is that that's all they can do. They can't stand up again. You can actually turn walking and hopping zombies into crawler zombies using weapons that will kill them in one shot, like the AK weapons and stuff like that. Will knock them over, and then they'll be crawling around for the rest of the time. But the other ones, as you saw, I picked up that walker, and they run pretty freaking fast. Man, I hate this field so much. Alright, I think I'm doing pretty good here. Just for the hell of it, once I get up here a bit and away from the town a bit more. Actually, I think I can stand up and walk now. I'm going to kill one of those zombies just out of spite. Keep my zombies kill score going back up again. Oh, fuck. Not much of a choice. Oh, I didn't use my gun. Are you kidding me? case you're wondering. Hey y'all, guess what happened? So yeah, it froze at the end of that recording. However, I've just upgraded my Fraps version to 3.5.5. Apparently there is a fix for missing audio at the end of long recordings, which is exactly the error that I was seeing and not trying to find a way around. It seems if I had just checked back in the members area a little sooner, this issue would have been taken care of quite some time ago. So anywho, the only thing that you missed was me getting shot and dying. The audio was missing, so I really didn't have a way of fixing that. I figured I'd just record a quick little ending. So you can look forward to a couple more DayZ videos at least. I will at least be playing one more time and probably recording it. That game can just be frustrating. So anywho, if you guys like it and want to see more, please comment as such. If you'd like me to focus on other games, Minecraft, FTL, whatever, also let me know. Won't stop me from playing them, will just stop me from recording them. Talk to you later.